everybody. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's Dak Prescott's Cowboys going up against Garoppolo's 49ers.
Larry, we are down the peninsula from San Francisco as you get a look inside modern Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, what a move. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Elliott, and this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have two. Remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Elliott. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, third and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Third down, it's Prescott. Throw left side, complete. That's Cannon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Still leaves them with fourth and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Well, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
On fourth, they do snap it to Prescott. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. A first down carry by Elliott. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4. First, and that'll make it second down. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They go to Elliott again. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cannon. Past the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. The give is to Elliott, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
$10 yards still left on second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Again, it's Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Prescott from the gun. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start, because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
Shift together here from the D-line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
2nd down following the run.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now the rookie from Utah, this is Joe Williams. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
And a give this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not getting the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a third down.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And he'll give it here to his running back. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On second down, Williams. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
Here we go now. Good. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go. All right, now. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
The Niners on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And that is no good. He pulled it just a bit, just a wee bit wide left. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
A reminder later tonight, a game some folks have had circled on their calendars since the schedule came out in April. That's the Super Bowl rematch. Falcons, Charles, at Foxborough to take on the Patriots.
Super Bowl 51.5, anyone?
Then on Monday night, that's no slouch either. An NFC East battle between the Redskins and the Eagles. In motion left comes Williams. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Third and short yardage. Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now the Cemeteer man, Chris Jones, on to kick, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded just inside the 30. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On play action, now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. A handoff left, Elliott. Room here to run. Power running by Zeke. 38 yards on the scamper there. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Now Elliott. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Prescott now. That's caught at the 2. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Two minutes to play here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Detroit. Here we go now. Blue 90. Leopard. Here we go. Leopard. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 47-yard line.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And his 3rd year on is the punter Bradley Pinion to kick it away, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Cowboys. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The rookie from Stanford, Solomon Thomas. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about
looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And a give this time to the tailback. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. Now we'll get our first update of the afternoon from the Meadowlands. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Gold now out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Second down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cannon. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott on first down. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going up top. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A second quarter score from Carson. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Final play of the half. Prescott is going to float this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit halftime here in the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Let's get to it. These teams are out and ready to go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seven yards to go on second down.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. No. Over. Now let's go. Blue 90. All right, now look. Watch it now. Barney. Detroit. Let's go. Blue 90.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. The Niners on third down. They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. Green 39.
Now they try the right side here. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside. No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Prescott. Out left side here to Bryant. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 17, and it'll give him a 1st down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that. You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. They'll need a big play here with Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Fresh set of downs here. Design run for their wideout. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They give to Elliott. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Here's Elliott. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And the Giants have scored to extend their lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And he motions the wide receiver. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They run it again with Williams. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Detroit. No. Check. Patriots. All right, here we go. Green 30.
On third down, here's Williams. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Oh, Gold missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is. So the folks on hand here growing a little restless with their kicking game. That's now 2 misses so far.
And in a tight game, 4th quarter, the fans are the only ones getting restless, Brandon. There were a few looks of disbelief on that sideline as well.
A give to Elliott running left. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. A second down throw for Prescott. And he rifles one incomplete. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Ooh, with a juke. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They come out here in the eye. 3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive court. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's going to air one out. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Again, it's Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Niners on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And it's caught. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
They were stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines, offense on for 4th down.
Green 39! Green 39!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back 99.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here we go with Williams. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. The Seahawks have scored in that one, and they retake the lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Garoppolo hustling him back to the line now. On 2nd down, Williams looking for an opening. Not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Let's go. 3-19.
They run. It's Williams. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Jordan Lewis, the rookie out of Michigan.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Oh, a quarterback sneak on 2nd down. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more.